It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. For Songe, LaRon, and Dave Salvant, the barbershop experience was just one of those things that was just a big headache, by the way. And it become very frustrating. You see, it hadn't changed in all the years they had been going to the barbershop, right? It was an age-old story. You know, you call, you text, you send a message, and you say, look, I need an appointment. Can you get me in? And then you got to deal with, obviously, the cash payments. And they said, there's got to be an easier way. This has been the same since we were like kids, by the way. And they said, why hasn't it changed? I mean, when you think about it, LaRon and Salvant, they were banking professionals. They were law professors or had law degrees. And they were thinking, you know what? This is a good time for us to tackle a problem that can be solved, because you think about it, Uber was already making it easier in the Uber world. And what if we did something like that in the barber world, by the way, for men that want to get barber cuts? And so their initial thought was, okay, we're going to create an app. And it'll be just like Uber. You'll be able to book appointments and make it easy for everybody, by the way. The barbers available or not available. So they took that idea out and they went door to door. And as they was knocking door to door, you know what the barber said? No way. It's kind of like the taxi industry. No way. This isn't possible. It's too much of a headache. I'm not willing to change. What I have is working just fine. They even try to set up pop-up barbershops at WeWork, which is a virtual space. Again, testing the model. And as a CEO, are there not challenges? Then sometimes we've got to test. Sometimes not only do you have to have a sales message and a sales strategy, but we have to make adjustments and make sure we're solving the right problem, by the way. So you know what they decided to do? They said, you know what? We're going to do something big, bold, and different. They said, we're going to push all the chips in the middle of the table. We're going to purchase a barbershop. We're going to do a bet on the company move. That means we're going to become one of them, and we're going to implement this firsthand inside of our barbershop. Then maybe instead of going to the barbers and changing it, we'll go right to the individuals. And they decided to call it Squirrel. That was a software they created. And you know what? Magically, folks start saying, this is easier. Booking is easier. Paying is easier. Knowing they're available is easier. Being able to predict my income is easier. Now, you might say, how does this relate to sales? Well, in the world of sales, as a CEO, we have to have a sales message that sometimes has to change. And I believe Squirrel's success underscores the importance of pivoting in your sales system, pivoting in your sales strategy, and pivoting in your sales message to make sure you're solving the right problem for the right target audience. And it may shift, and that's okay. So what's my big takeaway to you as a CEO as you're listening, whether you're adopting a new sales system, whether you're using technology, whether you're in a position where you may have to shift a little bit of your target audience, it all comes down to a sales system, a sales funnel, and a sales strategy that speaks to the person that solves a problem. So it's not about the profit. It's about solving your customer's problem. You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. It is an honor and a privilege to be your host of the CEO Sales Huddle. Thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for inviting me into your sales meeting. I appreciate it. We like to start the morning to make sure that we're focused. And we start with a mantra. A philosophy. And our philosophy is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. And there's a big reason why. It's because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. So without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. Repeat these words after me right now. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. And that's a very true statement, by the way. And then we look at the other side for the CEO. And I love doing this because it's so important that we remind ourselves as CEOs, what's our responsibility? And as a CEO, we must learn, we must earn, and we must return. We just did a case study on this, by the way. And so let's go ahead and repeat these words right now as a CEO. Our responsibility to our sales department is, I have to learn something new. So something we got to do every single day in order to earn new revenue from existing clients or current clients, in order to turn new and old clients to get them the returns. I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. What a philosophy to have. What a mantra to get going every single morning. We have 3 objectives. Number 1, it's about sales progress. So we show up every day to have progress. Number 2, it's about addressing any roadblocks. We did a case study. There's going to be some roadblocks. There's going to be some hiccups along the way, but we're going to address those. And number 3, it's about understanding the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand in order to be successful. Sales pillar number 1, you must have a 1-page CEO sales plan. Sales pillar number 2 is you must understand your sales cycle. And sales pillar number 3, you must have a sales message that you can communicate out. And more importantly, sales pillar number 4, we spent a whole segment doing this, and that is your CEO sales dashboard. Like, you've got a dashboard, you're measuring the metrics, you're managing it, and it gets better. And you must have a sales pillar number 5, a 7-figure sales team. You do that, and success is on the way. Now, for those folks that are tuning in, every morning we love to pause. And we'd love to welcome you to the CEO Sales Huddle. And one of the ways I'd like to welcome you, if you're watching live and you're on any of the platforms, never get tired of doing this. Never, ever get tired. Put hashtag I'm here. This is your sales meeting. This is the one way that you're going to build a business, which is super amazing, by the way. It's the one way that you're going to generate revenue. So put hashtag I'm here. If you're watching the replay, we're so appreciative of you. Put hashtag replay. I know you can't be here live, but it's great to be. I'm on your phone right now. Maybe you're hearing me. Maybe I'm on the computer. Maybe I'm on the tablet. Maybe you got the podcast playing in your ears. We appreciate you. If you can't do it because of what platform you're on, drop me a DM. I read every DM. I respond to every DM. Do me a favor, put hashtag I'm here over at I am Jay Brown. Isn't it a great way for you and I to connect, for you and I to stay in this conversation? Now, our number 1 outcome, and what's the purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle? The purpose of the CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather. Now, they gather to understand how to sell more, but they really want to sell more faster. They want to sell more easier. They want to be able to sell for more quicker. They want the bridge to success. And being in this conversation just reminds them of some things they got to do, and sometimes it's something new, which isn't it kind of cool? You get a new distinction as you're listening in. So our focus and our big why is about sales growth, sales accountability, and consistency. And you may agree with me and heard this before, but we'll often do more for others than we do for ourselves. So the fact that you show up, the fact that you download the CEO Sales Dashboard, the fact that you have it open right now, the fact that you're looking at it and reviewing it, it makes it top of mind to you. And when it's top of mind to you, you're more likely just to execute. And then the last one is about consistency. That's the key. Now, why do we do this? It's 15 minutes a day. And we're going to do 15 minutes a day because there are 1,440 minutes in every day. And you say, well, let me pause for 1% of my day. Now, this 1% of your day is very critical. It doesn't take all day, but it is a check-in. 1% is about 15 minutes, right? So you take 1% of your day, whether you're watching live or you listen to the replay or you just open up the CEO Sales Dashboard, which we're going to do in a moment, but you do it for one reason and one reason only. And our number 1 outcome is to help you get to $100,000 plus a month. And this is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. You earn an extra $100,000 of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. And I want you to imagine for a moment, your company generates an extra $100,000. Now, for some of you, that doesn't even excite you. You're already there. Congratulations. Maybe you have to double that number or triple that number or quadruple the number. That's fine. And then for others, you're like 100,000, Shay. Life's okay. Okay, if I get that over and beyond what I'm earning today, I can have more impact in the world. I can have more meaning in the world. I can make a bigger difference for folks that are dependent on me right now. So that's our number 1 focus. It's not about the money. It's about the meaning that we're going to have in the world, by the way. So how do we do that? And that question used to come up all the time. What are we going to measure? How do we know we're on track, Shay? How do we know we're off track? And I would ask the question, many times I got a blank stare. They were looking at a lot of different things. They had a lot of key metrics in their business, but they didn't have a CEO sales dashboard. So we said, here are the 5 metrics. And we started working with our clients. And with those 5 metrics, we started seeing as they were measuring, as they was managing, those areas got a little bit better. And as it got a little bit better, the results came in. Isn't that just amazing? So a philosophy is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better, by the way. So do me a favor. The 5 areas for the CEO sales dashboard are leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Now, these are core competencies, okay? They're core areas. And you think about it, where can you go today where you can open that up, take a look at it, you know these 5 areas, and you're able to measure it, you're able to manage it. And what gets measured gets managed, and what gets managed gets better. Wouldn't that be just a big change? Seriously. It's kind of like if you step on the scale every single day, would you be more likely to drink water, by the way, a little bit more, maybe eat a little more fruits and vegetables? I'm not saying you got to work out. I'm not saying you got to go run a marathon or anything. But if you just stepped on the scale, wouldn't that be a constant reminder that today, just do it just a little bit better? I know the old saying, be 1% better than you were yesterday. But I'm just saying, be better today. Okay, make more effort today. Be more conscious. You do that. And what a difference that'll make. So go ahead right now. If you haven't already downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, go ahead and download it right now. It's one of my favorite things to do, by the way. If you have it, you can go ahead and open it up right now. We're going to open it up right now. And I believe there we go. And when you open it up, it's an Excel sheet. Now you can go to ceosalesdashboard.com. It's free. If it's free, it's for me. There's no cost, no charge, no credit card needed. And then once you do it, it's going to have dates going all the way across, and it's going to have categories coming down. And we're going to look at the CRM. We're going to look at leads and say, whoa, what leads are coming in? Then we're going to go back and say, well, wait a minute. What about appointments? And you think about how many appointments were set by your sales department and how many appointments were run by your sales department. Now, you could look at the products that mean the most to you. Some of you only focus on the products. I know the 80-20 rule, 20% of your sales produce 80% of the results. We get that, and that's so true. It hasn't changed. But for now, put down how many points were set and how many were run. And then look at yesterday. Just for fun, the day before. And then go back last week and just look at that. For those that have been doing this every single month, maybe you do it right now, like right now you're downloading the CEO Sales Dashboard, you're filling it out, like right now you're in the conversation. Look at how many offers were made yesterday and then the last week and then the last 30 days. I want to draw our attention today to the area of deals. Because when I used to look at deals, I used to always look at it, well, if I even got the deal or I didn't. And that's all I would measure. And it would be a disappointing day, right? You go put 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 in every single day. Although you're working your buns off, working as hard as you can. And I get that. The team is not trying to convince anybody or persuade anyone. The team is really focused on adding value. And so I want you to take a look right now and let's look at deals. And just put yesterday, how many deals closed? The credit cards in, the contract signed, the wire payment was received, the ACH payment was processed, or whatever it may be, however you collect the money today. And then let's not just stop there. Let's acknowledge ourselves for the activities, for the work that we're doing, for the messaging we're putting out there. And let's look at what's pending deals. Now, pending deals mean you might have some that are hot. Hot means they're going to close in the next 0 to 10 days. Now, you guys are all different industries right now. You're all at different places. But I want you to look at that category right now. And as you go here, look at pending. Now, pending means maybe you're waiting on a credit card. Maybe they said yes, and the guy's seeing the ACH payment. Offers. I'm sorry. Look at offers. Maybe you made an offer yesterday to get a contract signed, or an offer to get the credit card, or an offer for the payment. Whatever it is for you. Now, see, offers are so important because many times I'm working with folks, they say, well, Shay, I didn't make any offers. And you think about it. How crazy is that? Like, okay, if you're not in a position to make any offers, that's okay. You can go back and you can look at the other areas that even make more sense. So if you haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, just go download it now. Seriously, go to www.ceosalesdashboard.com. We spend about 1 minute doing this every single day. It's the most important thing we can do. Why? What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. And I want you to manage the 5 key areas that every CEO needs in order to be successful. And it's going to get a little bit better. Now, I like it because now I know I at least made the offer. And maybe it was an offer for the next step, to meet again. That is an offer, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I got to get moving. It's been moving on, by the way. It's so excited to have you here. So many of you are here in the building. Thanks so much for joining, by the way. Now we're going to get to another segment called Celebrate Wins. So we don't beat ourselves up. We like to pause and understand that powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So what are you most proud of yesterday? Like seriously, for the sales department. Seriously, just think for the sales department, not in your life, but for the sales department. What was the biggest accomplishment yesterday for the sales department? And what's the one thing for the sales department? This is the only area that generates revenue in your business that if you wanted to brag, and I could open up the lines right now. I can't wait till we can do this. And you can come on right now. So I just want to raise my hand. I just want to brag that this is what happened yesterday in the sales department. Now, you're the CEO. You're the person that's responsible, as we all are, for providing the sales department with the salespeople, providing the sales department with the sales processes, and providing the sales department with the sales resources it needs to be successful. Now, what are you most proud of? Now, is you looking and we look at our wins and we celebrate those, which I love to do because I believe that every day is a great day when you're working hard and getting better. But let's look at the other side. And that is what obstacles are out there. We did a whole case study today and there was obstacles, and powerful people ask powerful questions because questions steer focus and you get what you focus on in this life. And we know every day is not rainbows, cupcakes, and unicorns. Okay. We understand that. So let's look at what are some hurdles you have in the sales department. Seriously, like let's ask a couple questions. Number one, what was your biggest roadblock yesterday in the sales department? What is preventing you today from moving forward in the sales department? And then what's the one thing you can do? Like you, only you as the CEO, you can step up, you own it. Okay. And making this change, that little bit of effort you put in for the sales department, it just makes a huge difference. And they always say, small hinges swing big doors. How true is that for you in the sales department? So we're gonna deal with the hurdles and the challenges we have every single day. With that being said, my final message to you today is stay the course. Stay the course. Believe in your mission, your goals, and your objectives. But when it comes to sales, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business as the CEO. I appreciate this 15 minutes that you have as part of the CEO Sales Huddle, focusing on your sales department, focusing on the sales processes, focus on the sales resources the department needs. You're already an incredible, amazing CEO. And I know for you, your best is still yet to come. With that being said, thanks for letting me be a part of your CEO Sales Huddle this morning and your host. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. God bless, and I'll see you all on the other side. Peace. We out.